Hi, this is Dave Bazar for the latest, and I'm here with Conrad De La Torre.
Hello, everyone.
So this time we are out in our nursery block and we have begun budding. So Conrad, why don't you run through what we've got going on here?
Well, this is Nemigard rootstock here. This seed was planted back in October as a seed. We watered it in, now it's come up, and we started budding on Monday. So lots of things are happening right now. We gotta make sure all the orders are in. We do a lot of speculation on that. We're out cutting budwood in fields. We have a trimming, and now we come out to the field, and this is the time when we actually start the budding. I have currently about 44 budders on staff.
So you ran through a little quickly there. So the tree germinated, it got to this size. It's receptive to budding because the skin is easy to maneuver, or maybe that's not the right term, but
the size is perfect. They're nice and tender, and this is the time you want to do it while the cambium is nice and smooth and soft. So this is the perfect timing to do this.
So the biology of this is going on is that you have a rootstock. In this case, he said Nemigard. That's that peach.
Just peach rootstock.
Peach rootstocks. Thank you. He has gone out in the field and collected the top wood, the sign wood. Do you know what variety we're on here?
Nonpareils.
So he's collected nonpareil wood. He's very particular about how he gets that wood. He tracks it. You move around in clones.
We try to do what we're supposed to do and make sure that we know we can track all our budwood from scratch. So everything that we know, what's getting budded here, we can track exactly to the trees that we're cutting it from.
Okay, so he's selected trees that are young and have a lot of good growth. Then he's gone into that block. You've collected that wood. We'll cut to a scene of where you're showing how they prepare that wood. You was done yesterday, correct?
If it was cut yesterday, they're trimming it today, they'll bud it tomorrow. Okay. So that's kind of the process that we'll try to do. We can keep it refrigerated for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, not a problem. But we try to keep it as fresh as possible. It gives us a better stand.
So you've brought that top wood out here. We'll see they'll have bundles of it that they're working with out in the field.
Yes.
And so run through, or should we go over there and take a little look and see a little closer?
You got to see what happens, because that's part of it.
So let's move on over and take a look. Okay, I'm going to set the stage here first. Conrad, when did you begin in this nursery operation?
When I was 13 years old.
And 13 years old, and your job was a tyer at the time?
At the time, I used to tie for my brother, yes, my older brother. So I used to do what she's doing right now and tying these little buds with rubber bands. Used to tie at that age, between 13 and 14, about 6,000 plants a day.
And if I remember right, your brother's Raul?
Raul was the oldest.
And did he have still today the champion as far as the numbers done per day, or was
he was probably one of the fastest, yes.
And his record, do you remember the record at the time?
The record, about almost 7,000 plants a day.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So Conrad has done this from age 13 to 33, where he is today.
Yeah,
so,
we're still young.
Give us a run through of what we're doing.
So here's a bud stick that you're seeing. This was cut out in the field from a nonpareil. It had a lot of leaves on it, so it's all new growth. Take it into a crew where you see the trimming. They take all the leaves off. We refrigerate it, put it in newspaper, keep it nice and moist. And out of this stick, they'll be able to get about 6 buds out of this stick, and we actually will regrow 6 nonpareils out of that stick. So you'll see the budder here. So basically what he's doing is just cutting underneath and removing that bud just like that.
Here, hand that to me. So that's what we were talking about, the time of year that this slips easily off. He doesn't want to have any white in there, and then that is going to be inserted into the rootstock itself, and you'll see that as they make that cut.
He makes an incision on the tree so that it opens up the cambium, and then he inserts the bud right in there just like that.
You and I could do that. Okay, so Conrad, that is an amazing process.
It is.
And you're going to be doing this for about another month, right?
Yes.
So stretch it to 5 weeks, no?
6 weeks probably.
Okay, so it's critical. So when he talked about earlier speculation, the idea with speculation is there's this idea that he's going to be grafting a little more than he has orders for all of you who are trying to figure it out still.
Exactly.
You know, it's much better to have those orders up front. I know what I want. I know my rootstock. I know my varieties. All those things are done better now, right?
True.
So I understand in the growing deal, you may be faced with, oh, I'm not ready. Yes, I am. But in a perfect world, you are making your orders now so that Conrad can bud the varieties you want on the rootstock you want. Correct?
It's never a perfect world. Ever since I can remember when I started speculating or doing the budding hands-on, making sure everything was done. In the last 47 years, maybe 3 years out of those 47, it was almost a perfect bud to order. The rest of it, you're always speculating. So we have to pay attention to the market, see what things are doing, see what our clients, why are they holding down, and then speculate accordingly to hope that we can sell all the product in the end of the year.
Yeah, but better if you make your order now.
Absolutely.
So that is a little bit of just the budding. Obviously, from this point on, a lot of things go on then forcing that little bud to grow.
Yes.
And we'll probably try to come back over the next few weeks and show you a little bit more of that process along the way.
We will touch this tree another 28 times.
Wow. 28
Each
times.
tree. So suckering, cleaning, doing something. We'll be doing a lot. So it's and we have a small window to get it done. So we got to get it done.
Yeah, because you're going to want this tree to be over our heads and
this little bud that you just saw here, right where we're standing, by July 10th, it should be as tall as we are.
yeah.
So we got to push.
A lot to see in the coming weeks. All right, this has been Dave and Conrad.
Have a great day.